Hey, it's Lucian. I just got out of the shower and I'm sitting around in just my binder because I'm getting ready for work. Which is funny because my topic of today is my weird workplace experience so far with being trans and having a job and whatnot. So I'm going to try and make this brief because of a lot of stuff. Might chop it up into two parts. I don't know. We'll see. So if you watched my coming out video, you'll know that around the same time that I came out, I got fired from my job. They had nothing to do with each other. It was just a really weird coincidence, but I had to find a new job very quickly because, I live in an apartment, I have bills to pay, I can't just not have a job for a while. So I decided not to come out to potential employers, just where I live. I felt like it would give me less options, and I really needed a job, so I was going to forfeit that. But I did make a little compromise, and I came up with a nickname that was just androgynous enough that I could use that on, or, ask employers, like, hey, this is what I go by, but it was androgynous enough that they wouldn't really question it. So that was cool. That was my little, compromise, okay, I'll be called by, she, her pronouns, but at least I'll have this, So, pretty quickly, I would say about a month. I was only unemployed for, a month, because luckily it was in the summer, so there was a lot of places hiring, so I got hired at my, dream part-time job, which is a movie theater. It's really awesome. And, while I was interviewing, there was this girl there, and we talked, and kind of became, interview buddies, and we got hired on at the same time, and weirdly enough, maybe a week later, a friend on Facebook posts some pictures from an event, and this girl is in them, and I was like, wow, that's small world that this person that I was just talking to while I was being interviewed, not while I was being interviewed, but, during that process, know some of my friends, and she sent me a friend request, and I have my Facebook pretty locked down. I did not want to add any new coworkers on Facebook. I was just kind of gonna go and, keep work and, social life completely separate. I didn't want anyone to know, really, but this girl had a lot of mutual friends with me. Some of them were trans, so I thought, okay, might as well accept her friend request. It's not going to hurt anything to have this one person. Maybe, a few weeks later, she's, we're at work. She's standing at the manager's station talking to one of the managers, and I come up to talk to them too, and we're just kind of standing around talking. And I don't remember exactly what prompted her to say this, but she turns to me and she goes, so what are your pronouns? What do you want me to call you at work? And I was just kind of taken aback. Pro tip, don't do that. Please. If you're gonna ask a trans person something like that, do it in private, not in front of their employer. So I just kind of went, whatever's fine. I don't care. And my manager said something it's important to me. I care. And luckily, it turned out to be one of the cool managers. She's awesome. But still, I had to message that girl on Facebook that night, and I was like, please don't do that. It's I appreciate that you don't want to misgender me, that's nice of you, but, the way that the laws in our state and our city work right now, I'd just rather not. It's okay if you call me, she, her pronouns. I don't care at work. I really don't. And so she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So then, fast forward to, a month later, and I'm in box office with this other coworker. And I make the mistake of saying something about posting something on Facebook or seeing something on Facebook, and she goes, oh my God, I need to add you on Facebook. And I was like, I don't really use Facebook a lot, which is a dead-ass lie, but I didn't want to add anyone from work on Facebook. She proceeds to look me up. And because Facebook doesn't really care about privacy at all, apparently, I could go on a rant forever about Facebook's really bad privacy settings. She could still see my profile. So she found me and she goes, "This is you, right? Like, this is your profile." And it wouldn't let her actually friend request me because we didn't have any mutual friends, but she could still see my profile. And I'm like, I mean, I can't deny it. That's my face right there. And so I went, yeah. And she's like, oh, it won't let me add you. And I was like, yeah, I have it pretty locked down. So she didn't make me. I'm making this coworker sound really bad. I really like this coworker. But I added her. She was like, well, pull me up and add me. So we did. And she didn't say anything. But then all the friend requests started, like, pouring in. And I had a few that were friends with the first coworker. They tried to add me, and I just didn't accept it. But it was like, at this point, might as well. So I started adding people on Facebook. Nobody said anything to me. Nobody questioned anything. At least not to me. I'm sure people talked about it. I know that one coworker went to the first coworker and was like, "So I found Lou's Facebook page. Are they a boy or a girl? Like, I'm really confused." And that honestly just kind of amused me. I think it's amusing when people get really confused. So yeah, I started adding people on Facebook. Then, a few people asked me, like, what pronouns I wanted to use at work, and I started being a little bit more open at work. Then, and I had known that this manager had seen my profile before, because we had a few mutual friends. It's the cool manager from before. We had a few mutual, I don't know why I can't say that word right now, friends on Facebook, but we weren't friends on Facebook. And this other coworker had complained about me. I won't go into that all right now. I can tell that another story time. But, so she was talking to me about, how she had talked to this coworker, and I'll just say that it was, like, politics related. And so my manager goes, yeah, I just told him that, it's perfectly acceptable the way you reacted, as a FTM trans person. And I was just kind of like, what? Like, I had no idea that she knew. But she just, like, said it, just, like, so casually. And I was like, like, trying not to look as shocked as I felt on the inside. And that was sort of, like, the start. Like, another instance, a coworker wanted to add me on Facebook, and a manager was sitting there, and he goes, oh, come into the back room. And they go into the back room, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, what just happened? And they come back out, and I was like, were you guys talking about me in there? And my manager goes, well, I had to tell her what your name on Facebook was. And I was like, why couldn't have I told her that? Why did you just make that a secret meeting? And then maybe like a week ago, another manager was like, how do you pronounce your name? Like, is it Lucian or Lucian? And this was one that I'm not even, like, I haven't even seen his Facebook, like, at all. Like, he's not friends with me, I'm not friends with him, anything like that. So I can only assume that the other managers, like, showed him or something, because he's openly gay, and it's either him or another manager that has a trans roommate. So, like, luckily, like, I'm so lucky that this company that I decided to work for is really, really supportive. They actually, work with like the Trevor's Project and HRC and stuff like that, and my managers are super cool and all that stuff, It could have been much worse, but it has been weird. It's been very weird. I'm sort of out, but not really. Most everyone still uses she, her pronouns. And that's, like, I'm okay with that. I'm really not gonna stress it once I start HRT and, like, I'm read as male by customers, then I'll probably, ask them to refer to me as male. And once I legally change my name, I'm probably going to request that they make me a name tag, with my actual name and not just my nickname on it. But yeah, it's been weird. I don't know if the general manager knows, because there's one aspect of the job that kind of kind of gendered. Like, we have to do bathroom checks, so obviously males check the male bathroom, females check the female's bathroom, the women's restroom, female bathroom. So, but I mean, I'll probably just say, hey, can I just never do another restroom check in my life? And then I'll fix it, honestly. Or we do have a gender neutral bathroom, which is really awesome. I can just be in charge of that. I'll just clean that. It'll be the cleanest gender neutral bathroom in the world. Yeah. I'm glad that I managed to fit that all into just like 12 minutes. So yeah, I hope that was interesting to listen to. I have a few other fun work story, trans related work stories. One of them having to do with a coworker, another one having to do with customers. So if you want to hear that, let me know. If you don't care, keep that to yourself. Don't leave me in comments. And I'm going to head off to work now. So, thanks for watching.